going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my match review, match reaction and match analysis of Manchester City's victory over Arsenal in the Premier League, described pre-match as a title decider. I feel like this game has shown the gulfing difference between where Manchester City are at right now and where Arsenal are at right now, and we're heading towards the business end of the season. Things look very good for Manchester City, but first thing I want to say before I even crack on with this video is nothing's been decided. City are not champions as of yet, and City still have a lot of work to do. So, and it's me taking the buzz out of everything, but we'll digest this victory. But as I said, if City want success come the end of the season, they need that mentality of taking things a game at a time. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. Leave a thumbs up. Let's go for 200 likes. Why not? 200 likes, that's the aim. Any help towards that will be much appreciated. Do let me know your thoughts as well and what you make of this victory in the comments below. And finally, I just want to say a big thank you to GT Player for sponsoring today's video. You can go and check them out. You can use code JSGC5 to get 5% off your basket online. Go and check out their website. The link is in the description. They do lots of great chairs that you can go and check out, including they sent me this very limited edition but very beautiful Manchester City chair. As I said, code JSGC5 will get you 5% off your orders. Go and check out them. Links and details, they're in the description, and I will promote my promo video at the end of this video. So let's crack on with this video. We're going to start off by just digesting the stats, because I was expecting City to go with a back three, not a back four. I was expecting Manchester City to not have as much possession as what we've ended up having. In the first half, 60% for City, 40% for Arsenal. They gathered it up in the second half, so a 52-48 split in Man City's favour. I was still expecting Arsenal to have more possession than us, but City dominating the attacking stats with 14 shots, 9 on target. Arsenal with 8 shots, 2 on target. And Manchester City, in terms of creating opportunities and making things happen, looked far superior to Arsenal in this game. City were just under 500 passes at 493, Arsenal with 446. The big difference here is three clear-cut chances made for Manchester City, nothing for Arsenal. They found all game hard work. They couldn't break Man City open. It took Man City to take their foot off the gas and be 3-0 up before Arsenal were coming forward and making things happen through Man City's 30 minutes of making substitutions and just as I said, just easing off on Arsenal, that they managed to just navigate their way further up the field and muster up an opportunity to put the ball into the back of the net. But City, they weren't even that clinical, because realistically City, if they wanted to, could have scored 7 or 8 goals in this game. They've come away with 4, and that's fantastic, and we've won the game. And it's scary about just how good Man City can be, because if Man City are extra clinical in front of goal, and I reckon between now and the end of the season, at some point City will be really clinical in front of goal, and we will go on to score 6, 7 or 8 goals in a game, as long as Man City don't do a full rotation on their squad to take the sting out of the game. Because if they don't, the opportunities are there, and that's just how well Manchester City are playing right now. But whilst it's all about attack and scoring goals, because that's what wins your games, in actual fact, what City are very good at is taking the squeeze on a game and defending really well. Bayern Munich struggled up until the last few minutes to make anything happen in the second leg. They did nothing in the first leg and struggled in the second leg of our Champions League quarter-final match. City, defensively, very, very strong. Arsenal struggled to create anything in this game, and again, City defensively very strong. As expecting a back three, we don't start Laporte, we put Akanji in so he can sit alongside Ruben Dias. Kyle Walker can go on the right hand side, and John Stones can slot into the gaps. Akanji can move to the left. We were at times seeing Jack Grealish dropping a little bit deeper, and there's a lot of midfield freedom for players like Gundogan, like Rodri, like Bernardo Silva, like Jack Grealish, and that's what you saw, a real good team impact on the team. And Manchester City, the teams don't really have an answer how to deal with that, because when City want to defend, they defend in numbers, and then they just rely on 2 world-class players up top who are connecting so so well. The deadly duo, De Bruyne and Haaland. And in this game, Haaland, wasteful. Could easily have had a hat-trick today. He could have become the Premier League leading all-time top goal scorer in a season. As it is, he had to make do with one in the 95th minute. But we saw roles reversed. It's normally De Bruyne assisting Haaland. But it wasn't this time. It was Haaland assisting Kevin de Bruyne, and 7 minutes in, what a ball forward from City. Great touch from Haaland into the path of De Bruyne. He bursts forward, gets into space, and puts the ball into the back of the net. Let's not forget that 2 minutes in, City had a handball appeal that we never saw any replays of as to whether it was handball for a potential penalty. And in my opinion, a stonewall penalty turned down with Thomas Partey, who somehow only had a yellow card that was received later in the game in this fixture, ended up staying on the field, only getting a yellow card and not conceding a penalty in what I thought was a stonewall penalty in what was a pretty poor officiated match, I thought, from Michael Oliver in this game. But I'm not going to use that as any disregard on this game that was, in my opinion, of abundance of quality from Manchester City. We saw in this game the gulf in difference. We saw it at the Emirates and we've seen it in this game as well. Two different styles from Manchester City with the same result, and that is beating Arsenal, and beating Arsenal relatively comfortably. And Arsenal want to win a Premier League, cannot afford to be giving their nearest competitor in the season 2 victories and 6 points, because that could be massive, because more than likely if Man City do go on to win the Premier League, it will be within 6 points. So these 2 games are absolutely massive. We know the impact it can have being able to pick up wins against your nearest rivals, and that's what Man City have managed to do. Now, John Stones somehow onside from that VAR call. One angle he looked about 2 yards offside, and on another looked 1 yard onside. They've used that one where he looked onside as their way of using the lines, and John Stones, after being ruled out for offside, VAR overturns the decision, made it 2-0. Perfect time for Man City to find the goal right before half-time. It changes the team talk for Mikel Arteta and Arsenal and puts Manchester City right into the ascendancy, and it also gave Manchester City that all-important killer 2-goal cushion. There's things you can't allow Man City to do in a game. Firstly, don't allow us to go ahead, because we will get on top and we'll go on to win the game. You can't allow us to get a killer 2-goal cushion, because, again, same result, we go on to win the game. And City wrap it up, 54th minute. Kevin de Bruyne, after scoring the first, assisting the second, scoring the third for Manchester City, and again it's Erling Haaland finding the assist, pokes it into the back of the net for a cool as you like finish from Kevin de Bruyne, and made it 3-0, and that's job done. And as I said, City then just kind of took the foot off the gas. Substitutions were being made. The sting was taken out of the game. Man City weren't as motivated as what they were to prove that point, and because of it, and sitting back, Arsenal managing to create some chances, half chances, before Rob Holding, an unlikely scorer, and got the nod in this game and didn't have the best of games, I didn't think, managed to grab the goal in what was hoping to be a consolation. And Erling Haaland thought, you know what, I want to get in on the act. I'm going to take my bobble out, have my luscious blonde locks on show for everyone to see, and I'm going to go and score and become the Premier League 38-game season record-breaking goal scorer, overtaking Mo Salah. And we've still got 7 games to go, so he's got plenty of time to score a couple more goals to equal, or score 3 more goals to overtake Alan Shearer and Andy Cole's record. But what it does for Manchester City now means we go 2 games in hand on Arsenal. We've got 7 games to go until the end of the season. Arsenal have got 5. Arsenal, 75 points. Maximum they can hit is 90 points, with City having a plus 13 goal difference on Arsenal. That's wrapped up goal difference, in my opinion, tonight for Manchester City, which is like an extra point. It does mean that Manchester City needs 17 points at the very maximum. That's presuming Arsenal go on to win every single game, which may not happen. I can see Arsenal maybe winning. I can see Arsenal picking up maybe 10 to 12 more points from them 15. So if that is the case, we could be looking at a case of 85 to 87. I think 88 probably does it. I think 5 wins from the next 7 for City wins the Premier League. But just to make sure, Man City needs 6 wins from 7, and that will wrap up the deal for Manchester City. So there is a little bit of leeway, but we can't afford to let it up now. We need to go march on Sunday against Fulham, away from home, win that game, and get Arsenal under maximum pressure against a struggling Chelsea side, who may just be a point of Mauricio Pochettino under his first game, and hopefully, fingers crossed, new manager syndrome can do us a favour and Arsenal can drop more points. But for Arsenal now, no wins in the last 4 games. Manchester City continuing their momentum, can't stop winning, can't stop scoring, and can't stop playing well. And we just need this momentum to go on, I would say, for another 3 or 4 weeks. and that could be that, and that could see Man City win the Premier League. That could see Manchester City make it to Istanbul for a Champions League final, and then we've got some big showdowns coming up at the end of the season. So what I'm saying is, now is a very exciting time to be a Manchester City fan. So there we go. They're my thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to also leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy the video. That would be much appreciated, aiming for 200 likes. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. On that push towards 30,000 subscribers, now less than 1,300 subs away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, TikTok link also in the description if you want to go and follow me on there. And finally, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by GT Player. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Got a transfer update up tomorrow before we'll crack on with all the build-up to the big Fulham game at the weekend, where hopefully City can continue their momentum and build on this massive victory in this Premier League title decider. Man City now very much in the ascendancy when it comes to the Premier League. Arsenal clinging on to last chance saloon and needing favours from other teams. Huge win for Manchester City. Huge performance from Manchester City as well. Bring it on. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.